Okay, so proceed tayo dito sa lesson 6. Excuse me. So, limits involving infinity. So, meaning, ito yung mga limit na kung saan ang sagot is infinite. Ito yung mga limit na kung saan yung kanilang boundary o yung approaches, nag-a-approach sila sa mga infinity. So, sa ilalim. So, una, definition. So, let f be a function. Ito yung infinite limit muna. So, let f be a function defined on some open interval containing a, except possibly at a. We say that the limit of f of x as x approaches a positive infinity, okay, denoted by limit x approaches a is positive infinity, denoted by limit of x f of x as x approaches a is equal to positive infinity if the value of f of x increases without bound whenever the values of x get closer and closer to a but does not reach a. Also, we say that the limit of f of x as x approaches a is negative infinity, denoted by limit of f of x as x approaches a is equal to negative infinity if the value of f of x decreases without bound whenever the values of x get closer and closer to a but does not reach a. So, ito lang naman. So, sa unang topic na didiscuss ko dito, ito yung mga limit na kung saan yung boundary nila is a. Na yung x nila nag-a-approach sa certain number or something a. Okay? Ngayon, ang mangyayari, ang sagot pala ng limit, nung ina-approach mo yung mismong function dun sa x na yun, ang nangyayari, ang sagot is infinity, whether positive or negative infinity. So, magtataka ka, sir, possible yun? Kasi, para ang mangyayari, sir, kunwari, x squared, in-approach ko sa 2, that is 4x. So, parang, ang imposible na mag-a-approach sa infinity kung hindi ang value ng x is approaching infinity. Yun yung tanong namin, sir. So, actually, possible yan using yung idea natin nung left and right hand limit. So, consider natin itong illustration natin. So, the limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches 0 and the limit of negative 1 over x squared as x approaches 0. Okay. So, obviously, kung isa-substitute mo right away si 0, that is 1 over 0. Tama? So, ang obvious kasi nan, pag sinagutan ko to, so, pag sinunod ko siya right away, as x approaches 0 ng 1 over x squared, kunyari ginawa mo, that is 1 over 0 squared, which is undefined. Tama? So, 1 over 0 is undefined. So, magkatataka ka, sir, imposible eh. Dito pa lang hindi na namin alam. Pero, binigyan kita ng idea about left and right limit. So, kunin natin yung limit niya from the right and kunin natin yung limit niya from the left. So, ang gagawin ko, kukunin ko yung limit ng 1 over x squared as x approaches 0 from the left. Okay? And that is equal sa 1 over 0 from the left raised sa 2. Ngayon, anong klase naman yung 0 from the left na yan? Yung 0 from the left, that is negative 0.0001, negative 0.00 something 2. Okay? I-square mo yun, positive, pero may number pa rin. Okay, so for example, may in-square ako. So, i-square ko si negative 0.0001. Okay, so ipapakita ko lang. So, nung in-square ko siya, ang sagot is meron pa rin. So, negative 0.000001 may value. So, whether dagdagan ko ng dagdagan yan, may value. So, nag-negative, no? So, sorry, medyo magkakagulo tayo about dyan. So, lalagyan ko ng parenthesis para makita nyo yung sinasabi ko. So, ito may parenthesis kasi dapat. So, yan. So, nilagyan ko parenthesis. That is 1 over 12. So, 0.00 something. Tapos, positive yan. Okay, that is 0.000000 and 01. Okay, so, yung 0 to the left na yan, i-erase ko. Ang mangyari dyan is that is only 0 plus. Hindi ko alam. Ngayon, 1 over 0 plus. So, napakaliit nun. Okay, so assuming natin is 1 divided by 0.00000001. Okay, dinivide ko for example dyan. That is 1 times 10 raised to 12. Lumaki. Okay, naging 1,000 or 1 billion something. Or 1 trillion. Okay, I don't know kung ilan yan. Basta 1 trillion or something or 1 quintillion. So, kung ano man yan. So, ang laki niya. So, meaning, yung isang value pa lang na yun, lumaki na siya. What if habaan ko pa? O what if 0.0000000, 1,000 0 bago mag-1? So, lalaki. So, obviously, ang sagot dito, positive infinity. Okay. So, nag-gets yung idea ni Sir about doon. So, ngayon, in the other hand, kunin natin yung limit as x approaches 0 from the right nung 1 over x squared. And that is also equal sa 0 from the right raised sa 2, which is equal sa 1 over 0 plus. Okay, kasi in-square ko lang yung positive so square lang yun. So, mas dadami lang yung 0 ang mangyari. So, katulad na nangyari sa taas, that is also positive infinity. So, ngayon, may na-generate tayo out of that. Ang sagot ng limit as x approaches 0 ng 1 over x squared is always positive infinity. Okay? Ngayon, kung isasolve ko yung isa, gawin ko rin left and right limit, ito rin yung lalabas. Pero hindi positive infinity. Bakit? Naka-negative eh. Nakita nyo, that is negative 1 over x squared. That is negative infinity. Okay? So, ito yung ini-explain nitong topic na to. So, unang topic natin na to. So, meron mga function na kung saan i-approach yung certain value. So, i-apply ko yung left and right limit, mag-a-approach sa infinity. Or yung sagot, yung limit is either positive or negative infinity. So, baka kasi i-fix nyo na mindset nyo, kailangan yung approaches na is positive or negative infinity para lang mag-infinite na sagot. No, hindi laging ganun. So, ito yung mga cases na yan. So, let's have more example about this. Okay, so let's have example number 1. So, consider g of x is equal to 5x over 4 minus x squared. So, wala tayong sinabi kung saan i-approach, pero kunin natin yung factor sa ilalim, tapos doon natin i-approach para magkaroon tayo ng infinite or magkaroon tayo ng to the left, to the right na kailangan natin. So, pag pinactor yung ilalim, so this is also equivalent sa 5x over 2 minus x, then 2 plus x. Okay, so possible, may dalawang values tayo na pwede. So, x approaches 2, tapos isa, x approaches negative 2. Tapos kunin natin to the left, tapos to the right yan. So, para mas makita natin. Okay, so check natin yung limit. So, for letter A, yung limit, okay, as x approaches 2 to the left ng 5x over 2 minus x saka 2 plus x. Okay, so gaya nung ginagawa natin nakaraan, so yung sa taas, hindi siya affected, so sa substitute lang, so that is 5 multiply by 2. Okay, din yung sa ilalim, si 2 minus 2, so yung ilalim, ito yung isa. Si 2 minus 2 from the left, literal, hindi siya affected. Kasi ang mangyayari, mag-add lang, magpa-positive something. Actually, magpo-4 lang siya. Okay, no, actually parang magsi-0 siya. So, ulit 2 from the left. 2 from the left is somewhere dito. Okay, that's 1.999 something. Okay, so dito sa isa na to, lagi ko na lang para makita. This is 2 minus 2 from the left. Okay, then multiplied by 2 plus 2 from the left. Okay, so check natin So this is 10 over yung 2 minus 2 from the left. Ano yun? So 2 from the left is 1.999 something. So 2 minus 1.999 something is positive. So that's 0 plus. Okay? So next, yung isa naman, 2 plus 2 from the left. So that is also, parang nangyari, 2 plus 2 from the left, lumaki. So ang nangyari is parang, yung 2 from the left is 1.19, 1.999 tas plus 2. So ang nangyari, 3.999 something siya. So parang ang dating lang dito, i-add lang natin literal. So this is just 4. Okay? Then, 4 times 0.00 something na positive, and that is positive din. So that is 10 over 0 plus. Okay, kinain lang yung 4. Kasi nga, maliit lang na decimal yan eh. Okay, next. 10 divided by 0.00 something. So the more na mas maliit o mas maraming 0 yung ilalim, the more na mag-a-approach siya sa infinity. So this is positive infinity. Okay, the next. Letter B. So let's have limit as x approaches 2 from the right. So that is 5x over 2 minus x, then 2 plus x. Okay, ngayon, kung 2 from the right, sino naman yung not affected? So, actually, ang not affected, so lagay ko lang yung sa taas, syempre, ganun pa rin. So, that is 5 multiplied by 2. Sa ilalim, this is 2 minus 2 from the right. Then, 2 plus 2 from the right. Okay, so similar case, hindi pa rin affected yung itong 2 plus 2 to the right. So this is 10, kasi ito 4 pa rin. Itong part na to. Pero yung 2 minus 2 from the right, that is something na mas malaki kasi si 2 from the right. That is 2.001. So 2 minus 2.001 is negative. Tama? So that is 0 from the left. Okay? So 10 plus 0 from the left times 4, that is 0 from the left pa rin. Okay? And that is, kung negative yung nasa ilalim, that is negative infinity. So any number divided by 0 from the left is negative infinity. Any number divided by 0 from the right is positive infinity. And yung mga possible na ma-generate natin. Okay, so kung gusto mo i-try sa negative 2, ganun din. So obviously, no, hindi nag-exist yung limit niya pag sa 2. Tama, kasi hindi equal yung left and right limit niya. Okay, so sir, paano kung positive infinity parehas yan? Equal ba? Nag-exist yung limit? Yes, parehas infinity. Okay, pero hindi ako ganun 100% sure kasi ang infinity is hindi number. Pero although parehas infinity, lumabas sa parehas. So pwede ko sabihin na equal infinity. So infinity sagot. Okay, pero hindi ako ganoon 100% na sure na yun yung sagot ha. Okay, so yung negative 2 from the left and negative 2 from the right, kayo nang bahala. I then proceed na ako sa next example. So determine the limit of x squared minus 2 over x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the left. Okay, so dito, papasok din natin ang idea, yung property ng limit na pwede natin hatiin. So, hindi lang yung basta ganyan lang, substitute. So, pwede natin hatiin. So, paano hatiin? So, this is equal sa limit as x approaches 1 from the left ng x squared minus limit as x approaches 1 from the left ng 2 over x minus 1. Okay, since yung x squared hindi affected ng 1 from the left, so this is only 1 squared. Minus, ito ay 2 over, ito affected. So this is 1 from the left minus 1. Tama? And that is equal sa 1 minus 2 over 1 from the left is 0.999 something. Tama ba? 1 from the left is 0.999 something. Kung susumahin ni sir sa solution. O, check ko lang din. Tama no? 1 from the left is 0.999 something. Tama ba? 1 from the left. Okay, 1 from the left is 0.999 something. Minus 1, ilan yun? Sir, ano po? Ang dami po eh. So parang ang dating sir, ina-add ko siya sa minus 1. Lagi siyang wait check ko lang sa values. So, I-check ko lang sa values. Anong nangyari? 1 from the left, that is negative 0.999 minus 1. So, hindi naman ganun ka-affected. Tama? So, since hindi naman siya ganun ka-affected, ang value is, pag-isipan ko mabuti. Okay, so sir, medyo naburyong si sir dun sa 1 from the left minus 1. So, tama no? 1 from the left is 0.999 something. Minus 1 is 0.001. So, negative yun. Tama ba? That is always negative. So, that is always 0 from the left. So, this is equal to 1 minus 2 divided by 0 from the left. So, that is negative infinity. Okay, based dun sa na-generate natin kanina sa taas. Then, that is 1 plus positive infinity, which is equal sa positive infinity. Okay, so sorry, naburyang si sir sa 1 from the left minus 1. Nakalimutan ko na yung pinagsasabi ko kanina sa sobrang dami ng iniisip ko kasi sabay-sabay ko din sinute lahat eh. So pasensya na rin about that. Okay, so proceed tayo. So ulit 1 from the left, that is 0.999 something, minus 1. So madami kasi yun. So negative 0.001, negative 0.00001. So kaya nasabi kong 0 from the left. Okay, yun yung value. Okay, so number 3, evaluate the limit of 1 over x plus 1 plus 3 over 2x squared plus x minus 1 as x approaches negative 1 from the left. Okay, so check natin yung values o yung factor muna nito sa ilalim. So check muna natin. So this is equal sa limit. So this is only equal sa limit as x approaches negative 1 from the left ng 1 over x plus 1 plus 3 over, factor ko muna to. So, that is equal sa, kuha lang ako ng value. Nakalimutan ko si factor niyan. That is 2x plus 1. So, 2x minus 1, I guess. Isa sa mga factor is 2x plus 1. Tama? So, the 2x minus 1. Check ko lang yung value. That is 2x plus 1. Okay, so, sinisigurado ko lang yung value, sorry. That is 2x minus 1, then x plus 1. Sorry, di ko na mabilis ma-factor kasi nakakalito na rin talaga eh. Ang dami ko na rin iniisip about sa math. So, imagine mo, sabay-sabay, complex analysis at theory, mamaya-maya, bigla advanced calculus, o bigla ka mamaya algebra. So, mas may tatanong sa'yo na integral calculus. So, nakakabur yung tipong, kahit sabihin mo, nasa bahay lang ako, talagang mahirap din. Okay, so, pasensya na about that. So, check natin dyan. So, from there, so pag in-apply natin yan, yung mismo negative 1 agad right away, ang mga ma-generate natin ng sagot. So, ulit lang, dito lang as ano lang. So, this is 1 plus negative 1 from the left. So, dito yon. So, negative 1.0001 plus 1, so that is 0 from the right. So, that is 1 over 0 from the left. Tama ba? Then plus 3 over, yung 2x minus 1, hindi yan affected. Tama? So, substitute lang. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Okay, so yung x plus 1 affected ulit yun. So kagaya na ito, that is 0 from the left. Okay, ngayon check natin yung value niyan. So 1 over 0 from the left is negative infinity. So may check lang ako before natin solve. Then this is equal sa, sir, pwede ba yung divide? Yes, pwede naman yung divide. So that is 1 over positive infinity. Okay, so that is pwede natin gawin. So negative times 0.00 something, that is positive. So 3 from something, that is 0. Okay, so that is something na okay. So that infinity to, tapos ito ay 3 over 0 from the right. Okay, and that is equal sa negative infinity. Then 3 divided by 0 from the right is positive infinity. So, anong nangyari? Ang sagot is infinity minus infinity, which is indeterminate. Okay, so indeterminate form yan. So, pag indeterminate form, hindi gumana nung sinubstitute ko right away. So, ngayon, anong gagawin natin? So, pag ganyang cases yung dumating sa atin, ang gawin natin, i-simplify natin muna yung loob na fraction o yung loob. Okay, so mula dito, i-simplify ko. This is limit as x approaches negative 1 from the right ng, itong part na to, cross multiply, or yung LCD muna. Yung LCD nila is 2x minus 1, tapos si x plus 1. Tama, then copy ko doon, this is 2x minus 1, then mawawala na yun. Okay, so that is plus 3. Okay, so pag inoperate ko siya, pag inadd ko siya. Next, ang sagot dito is equal sa limit as x approaches negative 1 from the left ng 2x plus 2 over 2x minus 1, then x plus 1. Okay, then ipapactor out ko yung 2. So this is equal sa limit as x approaches negative 1 from the left ng 2 times x plus 1 all over 2x minus 1, then x plus 1. Okay, so pansinin mo yung value niya. Okay, ngayon pagdating dyan, cancel to. So natira na lang, that is only the limit as x approaches negative 1 from the left ng 2 over 2x minus 1, which is wala nang affected. Okay, so right away pwede substitute, that is 2 over 2 times negative 1 minus 1. So, bakit hindi mo lagay yung negative 1 from the left? Kasi hindi na siya affected. So, wala tayong literal na may kitang counting changes ng value. So, kaya right away sinubstitute. So, that is equals a negative 2 over 3. Kasi negative 3 yung sa ilalim. So, ito yung sagot. So, ang layo dito sa indeterminate form na infinity over infinity. So, kung ganun nangyari, nung sinubstitute mo, nakita mo infinity minus infinity, so nag-indeterminate form, another pang example, infinity over infinity. So, ang gagawin mo lang is just simply, i-manipulate mo na lang. So, possible may makakancel ka dun eh. Ipag-combine mo, yung magkahiwalay, then try mo mag-cancel. Okay, so dun sa other way, dun saka mo ulit apply yung limit. So try mo dun. Okay, so proceed tayo sa next example. Okay, so hindi pala next example yung sunod. Ang sunod pala is limits at infinity. So kanina, infinite limit. So ang mga sagot, possible ang sagot is infinity. Ngayon naman, limits at infinity, meaning x approaches positive or negative infinity. Ito na yun. So let f be a function. So basahin nyo na lang yan. So parang dating binabasa ko lang, hindi ko naman in-explain. So ang pinaka mabilis kong explanation na lang yan is x approaches positive and negative infinity. Ganun kasimple. Ayun yung pinagkaiba na kanina sa isa. Sa isa, approaches something pa. Approaches exact number pa. Okay, dito naman, approaches positive and negative infinity. Ngayon, ano pinagkaiba? Hindi applicable sa left and right hand limit dito. Bakit? Wala kasing positive infinity from the left. Walang positive infinity from the right. Bakit? Hindi mo nga alam yung dulo, hanapin mo pa. Gets mo? Kunyari, positive infinity from the right. So imagine mo, hinahanap mo pa yung mas malaki kay positive infinity. Tapos positive infinity from the left, hinahanap mo yung mas maliit kay positive infinity. So kung mahanap mo yun, ang galing mo. Okay sir, sagot ko, 0 from the right, infinity from the right, infinity from the left. No, wala namang ganun. Okay, so kung mapapansin mo, hindi applicable dito si left and right hand limit. Doon lang kanina sa naunang discussion natin. Okay, so clear tayo sana dyan. So, nakakatawa mo yung sinabi ko. Totoo wala naman talagang nakakaabot pa sa infinity. Hindi kasi alam ko ano yun Tapos ang gusto mo magkaroon. Okay, alam ko yung 0, infinity from the right, infinity from the left, alam ko yun. So, medyo nakakatawa or parang, okay, ang galing mo, ikaw na. Okay, so proceed tayo sa theorem. So, ito ay very useful theorem. So, the limit of x raised to n as x approaches positive or negative infinity. So, whether positive or negative infinity, if n is odd, that is positive infinity. Tandaan nyo. If n is even, yung x raised to n, kunyari, x raised to 4, x raised to 2, x raised to 6. So, basta approaches positive or negative infinity, automatic positive infinity. Okay, next. Pag x raised to n, tapos if n is odd, ngayon naman, that is the case, ang sagot is positive or negative infinity. Hindi pwede sagot dalawa. Okay, so it's either sa dalawang yan. So, observe mo lang yung change nung, tawag dito, yung change nung sign. So, kung nakita mo, positive infinity, negative infinity, positive infinity times, then ganun. So, malalaman mo kung positive or negative infinity. So, sa tamang pag-check lang. So, hindi ko sinasabi na positive or negative infinity agad yung sagot. Okay, then lastly, number 3, ito importante. Yung limit ng 1 over x raised to n, regardless yan, kahit positive or negative infinity, that is always 0. Okay, tandaan nyo yan. Yung limit ng 1 over x raised to n, no, as x approaches positive or negative infinity is always 0. So, yan yung gagamitin natin. Yung tatlong theorem na yan, gagamitin natin dito sa mga example. So, hindi ko na babanggitin ko anong theorem ginagawa ko, pero gusto ko, i-apply mo yung theorem na ginagawa ko. Okay, so number 1, so, let us look or let us evaluate the limit of 5x to the 4th minus x cubed minus x plus 8 as x approaches 8 using yung theorem. So, gusto ko makapaglabas ka ng theorem. So, ito unang gagawin ni sir. Okay, so makinig mabuti. So, una, this is the limit as x approaches positive infinity. Ilalabas ko yung may pinakamalaking variable o pinakamalaking exponent na variable, and that is x to the 4th. Ipapactor out ko yung x to the 4th. Okay, so may matitira sa loob na 5 na lang para sa unang term. Sa pangalawang term, ang matitira is 1 over x. Tama ba? X to the 4th times 1 over x is x cubed. Okay, next. Ang matitira dito is 1 over x. So, kung naglabas ako ng x to the 4th, so, dapat, ang matitira dito is 1 over x cubed. Okay, then lastly, this is 8 over x to the 4th. Okay, next. Pansin nyo, yung limit ng x raised to 4, pasok dito sa number 1. Okay, if x raised to 4 is even, that is always positive infinity. Okay, so pag in-apply ko na yung limit sa x raised to 4, that is positive infinity. Multiplied by 5, kasi wala naman mangyayari, then yung limit ng 1 over x, sabi naman ng 3, is always 0. Minus 0. Minus yung 1 over x cubed, 0 pa rin. Okay, then plus 8 multiplied by 0, kasi yung 1 over x to the 4th. Okay, so therefore, ang sagot dito is positive infinity multiplied by 5 or equal sa positive infinity. Hindi 5 infinity. So, kokotongan kita pag ang sagot mo is 5 infinity. So, that is 5 minus 0 plus 0 is 5. 5 times infinity is infinity. So, kinain lang siya nun. Kasi 5 times a larger number is also a larger number. So, hindi ko kayang alamin kung ano infinity. So, gawin ko na lang infinity. So, walang sagot na 5 infinity. Kokotongan kita. Ang galing-galing mo nun. Okay, so naintindihan yung ginawa sir. Ang ginawa sir, nag-factor out ako ng something dyan. Okay, so next, number 2. Ito naman sa number 2. Ito naman yung mga involving pag ang nangyari is fraction, tapos may mga x raised to something sa taas saka sa baba. So dito naman ang gagawin mo, i-divide mo lahat ng term sa numerator saka denominator sa highest variable, sa highest exponent na variable. Kunyari dito, x cubed, x squared, then 3. 4x to the 4th, x squared, then 1 lang yan, sorry. Okay, so ang pinakamataas is x to the 4th. So meaning, i-divide ko term by term lang x to the 4th. So ulitin ko lang limit as x approaches positive infinity. So ayusin ko to. So this is x cubed. So this is x cubed divided by x to the 4th, tama? Minus 2x squared divided by x to the 4th plus 3 over x to the 4th. Next, dito is 4x to the 4th divided by x to the 4th minus x squared divided by x to the 4th plus 1 over x to the 4th. Then, simplify natin further, that is limit as x approaches infinity. Okay, nang this is 1 over x sa taas minus 2 over x squared, tama, plus 3 over x to the 4th. All over, sa ilalim, that is 4 na lang, minus 1 over x squared, plus 1 over x to the 4th. So, applying the infinity, that is equal sa 0 to, minus 0, plus 0, all over 4 minus 0, plus 0. So, using yung theorem number 3. 1 over x, 2 over x squared, 3 over x squared, 0 yun. So, yung 4, limit ng 4 is 4. So, therefore, this is equal sa 0 over 4, which is equal sa 0. Okay, so, ganun kasimple. So, ito naman to fraction, diskarte mo. Mag-divide ka sa loob ng pinakamalaking exponent na variable. So, pinakamalaking may exponent na variable. So, yun yung pandi-divide mo. Okay, so proceed tayo sa last 2 example para mas makita mo pa yung ibang types pag infinity. Okay, so for number 3, so let's have the limit ng square root ng x squared minus 3 over x plus 2 as x approaches positive infinity. Okay, so assuming in-apply mo yung positive infinity. So, nung in-apply mo yung positive infinity sa numerator, that is equal sa, assuming lang this is equal sa square root ng infinity squared minus 3 over infinity plus 2. So, this is equal sa infinity squared minus 3 is infinity. Square root of infinity is infinity. So, this is infinity over infinity, which is indeterminate form. Okay, kung right away sinubstitute mo indeterminate form, another, hindi mo naman kaya mag-factor out dyan. Tama. So, since hindi mo kaya mag-factor out dyan, may gagawin tayong kakaiba. So, before natin gawin yung parang sabi technique na gagawin natin sa ganitong cases, pag infinity over infinity, so, consider nyo muna si square root ng x. Okay. Si square root of x squared, sabi by definition, that is the absolute value of x. Okay. So, sino si absolute value of x? Sa absolute value of x, pag dinefine natin, so that is una, siya ay x. Okay? Pag si x is greater than or equal sa 0. Siya si negative x pag si x is less than 0. Gaya ng turo ko kanina sa absolute value. So, equate mo sa 0, 0 kasi yung value. Okay? So, ngayon, yun yung gagawin natin ngayon. So, ang gagawin kasi ni sir, ang gusto ko, gawin ko yung ginawa ko sa number 2. Magdi-divide ako na may highest exponent na variable. Kaso, yung highest exponent na variable dyan, si x squared, nasa loob ng square root. Nag-get yung idea ni sir. So, ang gagawin ko, gusto kong makapag-divide ng square root of x squared doon. Kaso, hindi pwedeng square root of x squared lang. Bakit? Ang mangyayari, square root of x squared minus 3 all over x squared. Gets sa idea? So, nung dinivide ko siya doon, walang square root, hindi papasok sa loob. So, ngayon, anong ipandi-divide na, sir? Ito yung gagawin ko. So, i-multiply ko siya. So, that is the limit as x approaches positive infinity ng square root ng x squared minus 3 over x plus 2 multiplied by 1 over square root ng x squared over 1 over square root ng x squared. Ngayon, ang tanong, sir, ba't ginawa mo rin sa ilalim? So, ang ginagawa ko kasi dito, kung magmumultiply ka ng something, dapat hindi nakaka-epekto talaga sa buo. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-multiply ako ng 1, na kung saan yung 1 is 1 over square root of x squared, tas 1 over square root of x squared. Okay? So, ngayon, proceed tayo sa susunod na gagawin nan. So, papasok yung 1 over square root of x squared dito sa part na to. Saka doon sa ilalim. So, ito, mangyari, this is equal sa limit as x approaches positive infinity. Nang dito, papasok dito si x squared over x squared. So, magiging 1 na lang yun. Minus 1, so 3 over x squared. Yan yung nasa taas. Pumasok kasi si x squared. So, x squared divided by x squared is 1. 3 over x squared is 3 over x squared. Okay, then dito, wala mangyari. So, this is only x plus 2 over square root ng x squared. Okay? So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko, itong part na to, syempre magbabaliktad. I-ayusin ko. So, this is equal sa limit as x approaches infinity ng square root ng 1 minus 3 over x squared. Okay, then multiplied by square root of x squared over x plus 2. So, pinag-multiply ko lang siya. Na-reciprocate ko. So, ngayon, applying natin yung identity dito. So, dito pwede na to, no? So, this is equal sa square root ng 1 minus 3 over infinity. 3 over infinity is 0. Tama ba? 3 over infinity is 0. Next, square root of x squared. Gamitin natin ang idea na to. Kasi hindi ko pwede apply dyan yung infinity. Okay, kasi infinity over infinity ulit yung mangyayari dyan. Ngayon, ang gagawin ko, yung square root of x squared na yan, ayun yan. Ang ginamit natin is x approaches infinity. So, meaning, ang gagamitin natin ang gagamitin square root of x squared is si positive. Okay, so ang gagawin, ito ay magiging x lang yung sa taas over x plus 2. So, hindi ko pa ina-apply yung limit dyan, ha. Again, hindi ko pa ina-apply yung limit dyan. Okay, so ngayon, i-apply ko na yung limit dyan. This is equal sa square root of 1 minus 0. Tapos, i-apply ko na yung limit. So, ulit, hindi ko pa ina-apply yung limit, ha. Sinimplify ko pa siya dito. Ito ay x based dito, kasi positive infinity. Okay, so that is, ang mangyari, in-apply ko yung limit, sir, ganun pa rin. Infinity over infinity. No, pwede kong apply yung isa pang idea. Yung gagawin kong ganito. I-divide ko both side by 1 over x. Ito ay 1 over x. Tama, sorry. I-divide ko by x. So that is 1 over 1 plus 2 over x. Okay, i-divide ko both side lahat ng by x. Okay, x divided by x is 1. X divided by x is 1. 2 divided by x is 1. So ngayon, dyan ay papasok yung idea na ito yung 1 over 1 plus 0. Okay, so therefore, this is equal sa square root of 1 is 1 times 1 which is equal sa 1. Okay, so ulit, anong ginawa ni sir? Anong mga magic na ginawa ni sir dyan? Ang ginawa ko dito, sa square root of x squared, bakit siya naging x? Naging x siya kasi si square root of x squared, pinang-multiply ko lang siya. Sabi ni tawag dito ni absolute value, si square root of x squared equal kay absolute value of x. X siya pag yung x na ginagamit ko is positive. Yung x na ginagamit ko is positive. Approaches to positive infinity. So, meaning positive. So, meaning, ang gagamitin ko ditong value is si x. Okay, saka ko pinalitan. Ngayon, hindi ko kasi nilagay yung limit eh. So, nilagay ko yung si limit. Nung nakita ko, x over x plus 2, pag in-apply ko yung limit na infinity, infinity over infinity pa rin yan. Kasi infinity over infinity plus 2. Tama. Ngayon, i-apply ko yung ginawa ko sa number 2. I-divide ko both sides, yung numerator sa denominator, kada term, by yung may highest na exponent, which is yung x. So, dinivide ko yung x by x, so that is 1. Dinivide ko yung x by x, that is 1. Dinivide ko yung 2 plus x, that is 2 over x. Saka ko in-apply yung infinity. So, kaya nangyari, that is 1 1 plus 0. 2 over infinity is 0. Okay, then, square root ng 1 minus 0 is 1 times 1 over 1 plus 0 is 1. So, that is 1. So, tandaan yung ginawa ni sir about doon. So, again, kailan mo gagamitin yung ginagawa kong ganito? Pag hindi mo kayang i-factor, indeterminate form siya na infinity over infinity. So, magpasok ka ng square root of x squared. Gagana yun. Okay, so proceed tayo sa last example natin sa topic na to. So, ito naman, check natin. So, kung sinubstitute ko dyan, yung infinity, ano mangyayari? Sir, sa loob po, 9 negative infinity raised to 2 is positive infinity. So 9 times infinity, infinity. Minus negative infinity is positive infinity. So square root of infinity plus infinity ulit. So ang sagot right away, ang sagot right away dito is parang ito Ang sagot ito kasi pag sinubstitute ko yung negative infinity dyan, that is 9 times negative infinity squared minus negative infinity. Okay, plus 3 times negative infinity. So, this is equal sa square root ng positive infinity tong part na to. Okay, then plus infinity. Minus infinity to. So, 3 times negative infinity is in negative infinity. So, this is infinity minus infinity, which is IF ulit. So, sabi ko nga, yung mga klase ng IF, infinity over infinity, tapos yung infinity minus infinity. So, IF ulit siya. So, napapansin ko, meron ulit yan x squared. Tama? So, possible, pwede ulit tayo magpasok dyan. No, sir, pasok ka ulit ng x squared dyan. Baka possible. So, sir, possible yan. Yes, possible yan. So, as long as kailangan natin tanggalin. Ito yung mga term. Basta makita mo infinity over infinity, infinity minus infinity, tapos nakita mo may x squared, tapos infinity yung mga limits na yung ginagamit. So, apply mo yun, yung rule na to. Okay? So, proceed tayo. Teka lang, medyo sakta ng ni sir. Medyo 7 hours na rin ako dito. So, ang gagawin ni sir is this is limit as x approaches negative infinity ng square root ng 9x squared minus x plus 3x. Magmumultiply ako ng 1 over square root ng x squared over 1 over square root ng x squared. Okay, or square root of x squared over square root of x squared. Pwede na rin naman na yun. Ang ipapasok mo na lang yung ilalim. Tama? So, that is equal sa limit as x approaches negative infinity dito. So, papasok dyan so, gawin ko 9x squared minus x. Papasok na dyan yung x squared. Yung 1 over square root of x squared. Then, plus 3 over, papasok dyan yung, nasa ilalim niya yung square root of x squared. Tapos ngayon, itong nasa ilalim na to, reciprocate ko na lang, that is square root of x squared. So, bakit nagkaroon ng square root of x squared? Itong part na to, nireciprocate ko na lang. Kaya napunta siya doon. Okay, so next is simplify natin further. Tapos apply natin na sa taas. Okay, so this is equal sa limit as x approaches negative infinity ng square root of 9x squared over x squared is 9. Tama? X over x squared is 1 over x. Okay, then plus 3x. Ngayon, ano yung square root of x squared? Sir, ang ating x approaches negative infinity. Tama? Sabi dito, kung papunta naman siya sa negative, ang gagamitin ko, negative x. Since negative infinity nakalagay dito, ito ay over negative x. Then, multiplied by negative x din yun nasa labas. Kasi siya yung mga square root of x squared na natira natin. Okay, so naintindihan nyo ba yung gamit nun? So, pag positive infinity, positive x. Pag negative infinity, negative x. Okay, then simplify pa natin further. So, this is equal sa this is limit as x approaches negative infinity ng square root ng 9 minus 1 over x minus 3. Tama kasi 3x over negative x is negative 3. Okay, multiplied by negative x. So, apply na natin yung ating limit na negative infinity. So, this is equal sa square root ng 9 minus 1 over negative infinity. Ilan? That is positive infinity. Tama? 1 over negative or positive infinity is always positive infinity. So that is infinity pa rin to. 1 over negative infinity is 0. Okay, so that is 0 pa rin to. Okay, minus 3 times, this is negative infinity. So negative of negative x, so that's negative of negative infinity, that is positive infinity. Okay, so obviously this is 3. Tama? So this is equal sa 3 minus 3. Okay, times positive infinity, which is equal sa 0. Okay, so check ko lang din ang sagot natin. Okay, so which is equal sa 3 minus 3 times infinity, so that is 0 times infinity, so that is 0 times infinity, which is equal sa, I don't know kung anong sagot natin pag 0 times infinity. Ulit napaisip din ako, no? 0 times infinity, so i-check na lang din muna natin kung ano yung 0 times infinity. Pero I think may possible pa akong isang gagawin na solution before ko yan, So, napansin nyo, no? Nag-on the spot din talaga ako minsan mag-solve para makita natin na, okay, nagkamali si sir, ibig sabihin may ibang way, parang natural class lang. So, ang gagawin ko, yun nasa taas. Okay, so i-manipulate ko. So, parang magko-conjugate ako dyan. Tapos, saka ko i-apply ulit yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Yung mag-multiply ng square root of x squared. Okay, so, ang gagawin ko, conjugate ko siya. So, paano i-conjugate? So, yung ginagawa ng dati calculus 1, yung nag-multiply tayo. So, ito lang Hindi kasi ako sure sa sagot natin. So, try natin tong isa. So, limit as x approaches negative infinity ng square root ng 9x squared minus x plus 3x. I-multiply ko siya sa conjugate niya, which is square root ng 9x squared minus x minus 3. Kasi yun yung conjugate. Over square root ng 9x squared minus x minus 3. Okay, so this is equal sa limit as x approaches negative infinity. So this is over square root ng 9x squared minus x minus 3. So nasa ilalim siya. Then sa taas makakancel, no? That is 9x squared minus x. Okay, so that is sorry, may x dito dapat. No, sorry, that may x to. So, ito ay may x. Ito ay may x. Ito ay may x. Ito ay may x. So, that is negative 9x squared. Okay, then, simplify further. This is equal sa limit as x approaches negative infinity ng negative x na lang kasi cancel yung 9x squared sa taas. All over square root ng 9x squared minus x minus 3x. Okay, dyan sa part na yan, dyan ako magpapasok ng square root of x squared over square root of x squared. So, ang gagawin ko, ganun ulit, i-multiply ko to by square root of x squared or 1 over square root ng x squared over 1 over square root ng x squared. So, assuming na multiply ko na lahat, so this equals sa limit as x approaches negative infinity ng ito ay negative x over square root of x squared. Okay, all over, assuming na multiply ko sa loob, so this is equal sa square root ng 9 minus 1 over x. Okay, then minus 3x over square root ng x squared. So, dinivide ka na. Next is i-apply natin yun dahil negative infinity, magiging negative x yung sa taas. So, this is equal sa limit as x approaches negative infinity ng, this is negative x over negative x, all over square root ng 9 minus 1 over x minus 3x over negative x. Okay, then simplify ko lang further. Sorry kung nagugulo na yung sulat ni sir. This is limit as x approaches negative infinity. Then this is 1 over square root ng 9 minus 1 over x plus 3. Okay, so i-apply na natin limit. So napansin nyo na wala na yung mga number. So, pag in-apply natin negative infinity, so that is equal sa 1 over square root ng 9 minus 0 plus 3, which is equal sa 1 over 3 plus 3, which is equal sa 1 over 6. So, tignan nyo anong nangyari? Nagkaroon siya ng value, unlike dito. So, ito kasi, tumigil ako kasi hindi ako sigurado kung values yan. Kung 0 times infinity is 0. Okay, so hindi ko maalala kung 0 times infinity is 0 or indeterminate form niya. So, sir, ano masasuggest mo? So, itong part kasi na to, nung sinolve ko, infinity minus infinity, yes, IF siya. Ngayon, yung nag-right away, nag-solve ako. So, pinakita ko So, pinakita ko. Ano nangyari? Dumating ako sa point na ang sagot, 0 times infinity, which is hindi ako sigurado kung 0 siya or indeterminate form. Tama? Nung hindi ako sigurado, gumawa ko na ibang way. Kinonjugate ko. So, saan ko kinonjugate? Kinonjugate ko. Ang conjugate nito is square root ng 9x squared minus x minus 3x. Yun yung pinang-multiply ko. Minultiply ko both side, minultiply ko both side. Then, dinistribute ko to. Okay, kaya na-cancel yung square root, tas naging negative 9x squared. Then, sinimplify ko further, then in-apply ko ulit yung ginagawa natin kanina. Okay, nung in-apply ko, later on, nakita nyo, nawala talaga yung mga value ng x, na kung saan yung kanina na ang dami, may x na labas dito, in which na iniiwasan kong mangyari, dito nawala. Tama? So, nung nawala, nagkaroon tayo ng value. So, therefore, mas makakonclude, mas tama to. Okay, so, mas mabuti na yan. Nakita nyo nagkamali ako. Nakita nyo saan ako part na nagkamali. Tapos, pagpasensya na doon sa may sulat, medyo talagang tired na rin. Kasi 7 hours na rin. Almost, kapon 6 hours ngayon, 7 hours. So, talagang paguran. Pwera pa dyan yung aral. Pwede pa dyan yung produce. So, talagang mahirap yung ginagawa ng sir. So, hoping na maintindihan nyo rin. So, dahan-dahanin nyo yung pakikinig. At the same time, intindihin mo kung paano ko siya ginagawa. So, ayun lang naman yung key dito Okay? So, that's all for this week. So, next week may bagong lesson. So, wait kayo dun sa problem set about dito. So, hoping na nag-enjoy kayo sa klase natin. So, thank you.